Hi, my name is Treyvon Spiva, and I am a film major at Columbia College. I am originally from Joliet, Illinois. I came to Chicago to basically study filmmaking because that's my dream. It's a low SES area, and that in itself was an obstacle because money is a big issue there, not just for me, but most people. So just going to Columbia and getting here and being able to achieve that was a big goal of mine for financial reasons. I fell in love with post-production when I was very young. I will never forget, I watched Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Edgar Wright's one of my favorite directors. Just the transition work and that showed me the power of even though he gets known for the directing, I always want to know who edited that, who put it together because it was very clean and I've been studying it ever since. Columbia helps me support my dream because in itself, I'm going to school for film. So all of the resources like internships, the classes, certain programs I get to use like DaVinci, going here has given me a lot of resource and connections to basically make what I've always wanted to do a reality. There was a moment in time where I focused on music and other things where I was like, maybe it's a different avenue, but editing has always been the forefront of what I wanted to do because my dad wanted to be an actor and he wanted to be in the film industry, and I think very young he kind of instilled this love for movies and filmmaking to where it's been a passion that I want to follow since I was very young. My biggest inspirations that keep me going when things look a little rough is I think mainly just watching films. Sometimes I might just get in a rut of wondering, is it worth it going to school all of the time, all of the money? And then I'll watch my favorite films or some of my favorite music video directors and I'll watch it, and that in itself will inspire me because I'm like, this is why I'm doing it. Some of my favorite directors are David Fincher. He made Gone Girl, Seven, Fight Club, and movies of that nature. Quentin Tarantino, who made Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, and Django, movies like that. What they all have in common is pretty much the aspect of drama. It's one of my favorite genres, along with horrors. When I need a boost of confidence or something to give me some insight to want to make something, I go to those directors. When I'm feeling blocked from a creative path, whether that's directing or editing, and I don't know how to continue, I like to step away. I think the biggest issue is a lot of us as creatives, we just try to push through. And sometimes that hurts the art more than it helps because you might just do something for the sake of doing it just to get done. So for me, when I realize I'm at a point where I don't know how to continue, I'll just take a week off or whatever, a few days to get away, and then I'll come back to it. My path of what I want to do has become very clear because I've taken internships at production houses which have shown me the workflow of what I would be placed in as an editor, and it made it very clear that that's exactly what I want to do. Work at a post house like a Company 3 or somewhere where it's all I have to do is you give me the footage, I get to edit it, I send it to a colorist to color it, and just be a part of the big machine of the workflow. That is kind of where my path is headed, where I'm just focused on building my reel so when I graduate I can get a job in the industry doing that.